Yeah. Did Q just die?
No.
Did he just bleach his hair?
It was that color. It was that color yesterday, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just looks a bit brighter, maybe.
Natsumi is doing the exact same thing, and here comes Q with the Spine Carapace and the Impale trying to put a halt to Lelouch, but he is not giving up. KP will get chased down to the ends of the earth, and they will gonna show up. Lasso's immediate. Xavius, he's got the Onslaught, and he's got the Pulverize. That was very clever from Force. He shows in the mid lane. They assume his team is behind him, smoked up. They thought it was an obvious bait, but the bait really was that Force was just making them think whatsoever.
They're confident they're late in fights. Lelouch.
Oh, Q. He tried to jump into the high ground. Still a very nice Impale. Move's going to be dropped, but there's your Lasso. And the BKB committed right into the egg. That'll be KP to drop, I think. He will try to run with the Soul Rip. It's not going to be enough. Force takes him out on the tide. Maybe they don't get the Tombstone, but who the hell cares? Q, he's going to move back in, but when you see Force in that tide, you know you can't deal with him. He's going to Wraith Pack and a Hood of Defiance. Makoto will pop the Dream Coil mid lane. He caught 2 and now Savage. He's caught 4 in the Chrono, but do they have the damage? Lelouch dropping low to the Mystic Sphere does go down, but now the Ravage out as well. Force going to try and turn this one around. They will pulverize Savage. Q will cop the Onslaught. Oh, that is
from high. That's good, but Natsumi just swoops in and finds more.
Kodo will walk towards the right side. KP does end up TPing into that mid-tier 2 tower. Makoto's still going now, back in onto Xavier, trying to find that Primal Beast, though he will go for a run and will survive for now as Makoto. He's the one dropping low. He'll get out as well with the orb. Polaris, it was a 2 for 2 in the end, but you did find that pos 1 void like you mentioned, so Polaris does feel like they came out on top of that team fight. Still maintain that 5k net worth lead.
Yep, and Talon does have some play, but requires such a specific execution around a chrono. If they do manage to get that combination again, catching them out while the BKBs are on cooldown or after it's expended, or
the hide. Q will just vendetta and run away, so the Skyrat might just be the sacrificial lamb here, and the hide is going to try for a TP up, but will not make it. Natsumi is able to secure that kill on the Morphling. Not the greatest kill in the world, though, for Polaris. I mean, they certainly wanted something a lot bigger than that for a 4-man smoke-up. They'll just take what they get.
Yeah, I mean, losing height at this point, not the biggest point, not the biggest thing. For Talon, doesn't give you too much on Polaris. I'm sure they would have wanted to find more, but they don't expend any big spells. They still have this blink reveal ready for Force in the next fight. They still have that, so just Nyx and Skyrim. Just need to find a hero.
They do have Xavius. He just onslaughted right in, so there you go. Xavius goes down. Makoto's doing a fantastic job this game 1. He is really keeping Talon in this game number 1. 6-0 and rather 5-0 and 3 now in that puck. Like you mentioned just a few minutes ago, John, making so much space for the Dire side. They do move into that tier 1 mid tower. Force is around with the Blink Ravage. Doesn't have his Primal Beast around though, so would rather just delay things if he can. Talon, they are being very cautious as well. They're respecting that Polaris is still an extremely strong team. Now just jumping in with the Time War, clearing out a creep wave, and Polaris, they're the ones that look a little bit scared, but they go in for a lasso. They find the void. That's the big one. Savage, he's gone the first time. That's the Aegis down. Xavius in the backside. He'll get the trample going. Savage, he just wants out of this. No Chrono quite yet. He'll just back his way away from the Eggers. Now they find the puck. Makoto, he's gone. Force will lock him down with the Scythe of Vice. That's what you need to get done from Polaris. Savage, he'll jump back in on Lelouch, but will not Chrono. This is not the fight they wanted. Walks down. No vision to spot that one out. Xavius, he's going to get caught immediately on the Primal Beast, and he's gone. He does have buyback. He may need to commit it for this team fight if Roshan does get started. See if Talon do want to take the risk. They will. They're still sort of holding control in the triangle here. The wards again, giving them the vision they need. They're not fully committing for the Roche yet. They need to find these bigger team fights. Like either AU goes, or Force not. Force to take this fight, knowing that Ravage Egg already. They are poking the Roche. The response out. Using this forward ward. This ward is standing outside. You force the buyback here. What's going down fast here though, John? Satanic board out. This could be dangerous. Makoto! Side device was there, but the Aeon Disc will save his life this time around. Roshan gone. the jump in the Aegis! Oh, he's stolen the Aegis away! The rock throw from the Primal Beast working out, but now the Chrono, it's caught nothing! Oh, it's caught nothing! Savage, he'll refresh up, keep the fight going. Who are we aiming for though? Natsumi, he'll go after KB. He takes the tombstone out, now the secondary Chrono is out. Where's the damage output? The Sunray, AU, trying to save the day, and now the egg comes out onto Natsumi. Refresh everything on the Morphling. Oh my goodness! What was that?
Oh, crap. Rock Troll. Who would have expected Rock Troll to actually set up for a big grab? Set up for a big grab as well.
Timing for Talon if they're not careful. Makoto, he's a big target, but he does have Aeon disc up. He'll blink right in very confidently, trying to buy some information and time for his team to make their way over. Who are they aiming? KP was the target. Chrono on the backside. Natsumi, he got caught out of the Chrono. Savage, he'll refresh another time. Natsumi's gone.
Oh, no.
He's got buyback. We'll be back into the fight. No Chrono available now for the side of Talon. Force gonna jump in. Still has the Ravage. Does throw it again. That's the second one available. Q will go down on the Nyx Assassin. Another rock throw from Xavius. There's Yeleso out onto KB. They've got the Undying, but he is still alive. Instead they'll go on to Hyde. KB, he's in dire straits. He will be left alone to go down.
It's under attack.
Polaris. Onto the high ground they go. There are 3 heroes down on Talon.
The high ground is just completely without the Trust Chrono, without the Dream Coil available, find one, probably find one, maybe all rats. Maybe all rats. He will buy back, going for the tier 4s.
Straight onto the tier 4s, they are not messing around. They've had enough of this game. Let's see what kind of magic Savage and Makoto can try and make happen. Science device is there. Natsumi, he'll wait for me, but he has to back out as well. He's unhealthy. T-Force. Makoto, he'll keep going. Onto the Morphling. They'll force the Glimmer Cape and they'll force them to back off. So one racks up. Lelouch, he's going to break the smoke blink out immediately. Savage, time walk up. We'll see nobody, but there's your Ravage. Oh, he got all 4 of them, and there's your follow-up as well. Oh, he's got the whole team. Savage will buy back. You've got no Ravage, no. No more Ravage available. Not for the Roshan fight. Savage has bought back. They might have to force Roshan.
He should have a clear path. Double lasso down. Egg taken away. No save. This is a big opportunity. Your patience pays off. Savage just waits for his buyback. Gets back in time. If they get not to the next 3 minutes, he will have buyback. And that will put a very awkward position for the side of Polaris. Comes out with a free refresh. Additional Chronos that can come in.
We'll just go for the racks for now. Another minute and a half on that Aegis available, so doesn't want to waste too much time. Something for his trouble. Savage is going to jump in. There's your Chrono. He found Lelouch the Bat Rider. That's one down. He does have buyback. Back to the bot racks they go.
Radiant
to finish this one off. Refresh is there, just prepping for the next team fight. If it does get forced out, will they get this bot racks? They don't have a creep wave.
Clearing out mid.
It doesn't seem like they can.
Are under attack.
Makoto, he is indeed clearing out mid. That'll be enough. Savage will get at least the melee barracks. He'll go for another. Mid tier 3 tower now. Xavius forced the BKB up. Rock throw is there. Onto 2 targets. Savage still has that secondary Chrono available. Makoto, he'll make the jump in. A lot of damage being dealt. They really don't want to buy back on Lelouch. They are holding out. 60 minutes is now upon us. Talon, they're going to go farm the jungle. Or are they? Is this a pump fake back? Xavius, you are way out of position here, Xavius. Dream Coil is out. Sunray will be there. AU, he can try for an egg save, but it doesn't look good. He's still trying to run, Xavius. Can't make it out. He does also have buyback. But Talon are in a position where they could try to force them to commit those buybacks if they wish. and they may just.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
You have to refresh shard up again. So triple. So triple. Chrono ready to go. Chrono Savage if you want. Savage if you want. Double if the least. Double if the loss has refresh word. Two Chronos still available. Chronos still available. He does have Beyond this. Does save as well. And he will find the mid. Find Mega Creeps are protected by a tier 2. Polaris has some room to breathe here, but it's not going to take too long for that top to disappear. They need to stabilize the creep wave, and it is.
Just run around.
Are scanning.
No terrain necessary. Dealing damage just walking over people. Tanking you up. He's got 4.3k HP on this Void. He's tanking. Force. Get jumped. Lasso, meanwhile, on the backside, they do find the Skyrise main, so Hyatt's going to go down, but Force is in big trouble. They will save with the egg, though. AU is not going to allow it. Savage, he's going to jump in, but the X-Sun is there. They lock him down. He gets no Chrono yet. He'll keep going, but there's your Ravage out, connecting on 3 targets. Now the Lasso holds down the Void. Savage, he buys back. This is dangerous for Talon. They've got to be careful. Polaris in the meantime, they lose, but the side of Polaris, they're the ones that need to back off now. Natsumi, he's in trouble. He'll die back, or rather just die, but he does have buyback as AU. He will go down. That's an actual dieback on the Phoenix. Makoto will keep going. Force will be fine. So there's one down with that buyback. That's the Phoenix. There's Natsumi's buyback being committed now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The annoying part is they haven't really got any tier 5 items going for them apart from a couple here on the Radiant. They only got the Book of the Dead. That's the saddest part. You got the Necromonicons, but you can't push.
No. And Roshan is within 15 seconds here. AU is not going to be around for that. They had to expend it. They had to expend Ravage. They still have the double ready. Double Lasso is down. Lasso is down. So only one Ravage less. Only one Ravage repository. No egg. No egg. 7 seconds. Another side of Vice. Another side of Vice. Vegas.
Get jumped on. KB, he's right in. Force. He's dropping a little bit lower. My characters, they call, they lose. He's going to be so cautious with the Chrono. Going to lock him down, Savage. That's a dieback of the Bat Rider. Another Chrono. He's got Force this time. On the Tide. But Force does have buyback. He'll need to commit it here. And will do so as the Coil is there. Locking down Xavius. Force, he'll move back in. So will Natsumi. The silence is out. The Impel locks him down. The Morphling still fine. But for how long? He'll try to go for the fight. But there's so many subs. Natsumi is gone. That's it. Ravage is out. Force is trying, but there's no follow-up damage. Talon, after 66 minutes indeed, it looks like they have done it. This Force will drop side. Xavius, he chased down. There's an opening for Talon. Another support to be picked off. KB, he'll take that one on the mask. So support for support going down. A little bit more valuable here for the side of Talon. They found the POS 4 for the POS 5, but still not really anything to write home about for either side.
Yeah, not the biggest loss. Polaris just still going to be happy. Lelouch was kind of in the firing line there. So he doesn't stay too long and doesn't run that risk. You know, leave Xavius to kind of cop it for him. The side of Polaris, again, they're getting everything they want here, though. They're just grouping up off the back of Natsumi's bear, going for the pushes. The Desolator one part away now. And he's
Natsumi, it's one thing as well. Like, you can always split push with this lone druid. And now Doom out. KP. He's a much bigger target to be able to pick off for Polaris, and they found him. Onslaught is there, follow up, and he's gone. That's a big one.
Does bait out the big spell, so KP in a way is buying some space here, but can't afford to lose more off the back. The
Get caught, Lelouch will throw the torrent boat in, times it perfectly, no blink to come out. The animation halfway there, but not quite enough. Lelouch able to take a mega kill streak now on the mid Kunkka. Again, just such a powerful start for Polaris Esports. 6k advantage, 18 minutes into the game. They even found Makoto now. No matter available, they'll pulverize him up, and they've got the damage.
Radiant structures are
also Lelouch. They are just a menacing duo this game too.
They're running it really well. They just see this change up from game one, where in game one they took it a lot slower. This time it's just a non-stop aggression, looking for pickoffs every time. Their lineup excels at that. They melt objectives fast with the space given for Natsumi as well. And there's just no counterplay this time from Talon. They take care of that issue with a puck by banning it out. And now Talon's stall game, it's not showing itself. Like these objectives will just melt. The map is shrinking fast, and the timings for Savage still feel a long ways off from coming online here. Polaris, I think they've managed to study that Game 1 really well. And these are all the issues they had in Game 1 just disappearing. And Talon needs to find a new way to gain entry in this game, but it doesn't feel like they're just working it out well enough.
Right. He's experienced this before. Pulverize into the turret, and now even the tidal wave is up for Lelouch. Very early shards pickup, but considering he got the BKB so early, he just picks up the shards for that added kind of pushback, the displacement on the Kunkan. Polaris, they're getting very close to a point where they can just start thinking about Roshan. Hell, they could do it right now, but it seems like they want to try for this mid-tier 2 tower because they've got the Desolator already up on Natsumi. Look how fast this tower goes down. They're losing Game 1 to speed running Game 2.
Just playing that faster game, and that was their big issue.
X out, Current will land, both will land as well. Shallow Grave is going to buy a little bit of time with the rock throw and the onslaught into the Pulverize. Q cannot make it. The rest of Talon, they just can't think about a fight right now. You've got BKB on Savage, but do you have damage? That's the problem.
It's not quite there. Even with maxed out sidekick, you are lacking output here on Savage, and the racks, if they don't stop this, it's just gonna melt.
They've got to pump the Rolling Thunder to try and defend this. Natsumi does get clipped by the stun. He got the Spirit Bear form off in time. Savage, oh, the Doom came out! Xavius, he caught the Void! No Chrono available! And Makoto's gonna get caught by the Pulverize. Shallow Grave by a little bit of time. A nice Sonic Wave. Hyde actually saves the day here for the Pango. They are looking to turn this one. Lelouch also caught out. KB with a great rebound in. Force, he will be KB onslaught, but it's not far enough. Savage, he'll get the Chrono eventually. Hyde has turned this one around. The Pos 5 Dazzle with the
Chrono. It is a lot more back and forth. You know, the side of Polaris still find a lot off the mapping. This is a pretty naked map now for Talon. No tier 3 down mid. Rax will just melt a next shove in from Natsumi. But Talon are still finding a way to stall this game out. Now, it's not enough to swing this game back in any...
First, onslaught is there. Force, it's a bit too short. AU gets the gaze off with a great walk on the high ground into the rock throw. Now the chain frost. They've locked down the void. Pulverize is there. Sonic Wave out. Savage, he pops his BKB. He's still fine, and Xavius is gone. Now the Chrono. He's got 2 targets, or rather just the Bear and the Primal Beast, but he'll go on to Force. Onslaught away. Force right into the loving arms of Makoto. Will get stunned up. Now they've got the Conquer. That's Lelouch gone.
Oh my god.
Not again. They have done it a third time.
It's Hyde. He saves Mikado again. He's just there with the Grave, there with the flash healing from the good Juju and the Shadow Wave, and it's just be the beginning of the return for Polaris here once that's up.
It could be. It's a great axe build up here from Xavius. If he can get it in time, he'd love it right now. 115 gold for it. Nice tidal wave, Lelouch into the side device. No backup though. Savage, he's fine. There's that axe you talked about. It is now available. Sun is out. Root is there. They've got Savage locked down, but there's your Shallow Grave. Hyde, he's not going to allow it. You have to find this Dazzle. Savage, again, going to avoid the stun this time. Makoto, he'll go for the Rolling Thunder. Connecting on 2. They found the Conquer. They've got the Conquer locked down. Lelouch, he's in trouble. AU, he gets caught out as well. He couldn't help out. They'll have to buy back. They'll have to buy back and try to defend. The Doom does not have buyback available though. The Doom is up, the axe is up, but they don't have the buyback gold to bring it back into this game. So Talon, they can just keep going into the mid-racks. No Chrono, but who the hell cares? You've still got the Aegis. Savage making it very hard to even get close. Do they think about the top racks? It seems like they may.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Risky. Aegis doesn't have too long left, and respawns are coming out soon for Xavius. AoE Doom, still pretty scary.
Certainly is. That time dilation and the reverse time walk, it's just very hard to keep up with the man. Lelouch is the only one that can really catch him out with the X or the Scythe of Ice. Hasn't had the greatest of opportunity doing so though. So that'll be one rack. Polaris are waiting right underneath their own vision. Torrent is there. Roththrow is out as well. There's your doom out. Xavius, he casts it on himself. Sonic Wave will push him away, however. Now Savage, he gets caught out. Shallow Grave though hide. Again gonna save the day, but can they save him through this Shallow Grave? The game's gonna hold him down. Savage is gone. That's a great start. Polaris, they'll keep trying, but Makoto, he's doing so much damage on the Pango. The KB gets caught behind, gonna save him again. Natsumi, he has been left behind on the Baron. He is taken down. KP, he'll pick up a double. They're thinking about going high ground once again, even without the Void. Who cares? It's 4 versus 1. How do you defend as Polaris? You've got no buybacks.
The one saving grace is that Megas aren't available with the tier 2 still standing bot. One issue right now is even if you clear them all out, like Q is basically a core with his build up. Even just jumping for solo here.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to get Q, but even Q's too tanky now. Force, he is buying time to protect the top racks, but it's already gone. They're just going for a free kill here onto Force. This will be the full teamwork they were looking for, and Talon will get it eventually. At the very least, Force does have buyback, but he doesn't need to commit it yet. There is a tier 2 tower standing down that bot lane. Obviously, Talon. The axe? Is that what we're doing? Don't fight.
No. Don't listen to Mike. Follow your heart, Q. You know better.
Buy Wind Waker or something cute. Irresponsible. Savage. Tier 2 bottom tower is not going to last. Natsuki is split pushing the bot lane. They do have a creep wave still down to that bot lane, so they could try and protect this creep wave through a dying glyph if they wish. Savage, throwing it up, stunned up, tidal wave, side device. Savage is there. Natsumi trying to pump it out as Force. Gonna miss the onslaught, and now the Chrono in the backside. Natsumi, he's caught. He did not get the bear form off in time. He is gonna die, but he has buyback. He'll commit immediately as now the Doom is out. Xavius with the Chain Frost, slowing down Makoto, who's underneath tier 4 towers for some reason. We'll buy back. Here we go again. The Doom's still going. Savage now in trouble. Has the Aegis, will have to expend it. That's the first time. Meanwhile, KB will rush in as the Marcy, but cannot hold down the Doom. Can you keep fighting without the Doom with Xavius? That's the question. Because Talon, they don't seem to think they can.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Just going to be able to clear out the last set of racks. One more up top, but just arranged. Without the Doom, this team fight feels awkward.
Yeah, and they go again. Lelouch is gone. No buyback. Refresh on the Chrono. Savage doesn't even need it. GG is called. Polaris Esports. Oh, they were so close. They were so close to getting a game 3 of Savage. About to die.